The first half of 2025 has just ended, marked by numerous smartphone launches all around. Therefore, if you are in search of a new phone within a specific budget limit, there is undoubtedly one ideal option for you. Are you specifically searching for budget phones? We have it all taken care of for you. This video content provides an overview of the smartphones launched in the Philippines in the first half of 2025 that are specifically priced below 5,000 pesos. Without further ado, let's dive straight into the list. In no specific order, we're starting off with Infinix Martin. The 4GB plus 64GB model has a retail price of 4,599 pesos, but the 128GB and 256GB variants are currently on sale for nearly the same price, not exceeding 5,000 pesos. In terms of specification, it includes a Unisoc T7250, operates on Android 15 with XOS 15.1 pre-installed, and offers expandable storage support. On the front, it features a 6.67-inch HD Plus IPS LCD display with a maximum refresh rate of 120Hz. At the top, there's a punch hole cutout that accommodates its 8-megapixel front-facing camera. It also features an 8-megapixel primary camera at the back. As for the battery, it contains a unit of 5,000 mAh. Next up is the Oppo A5i, the first phone on this list powered by Snapdragon. It's also one of the toughest. It's equipped with a Qualcomm Snapdragon 6S 4G Gen 1 chipset along with 4GB of RAM and 64GB of expandable storage. In terms of software, it features Android 14 with ColorOS 14 layer on top. The device features a 6.67-inch HD Plus IPS LCD screen with a refresh rate of up to 90Hz, and it is covered with reinforced glass for improved protection. Complementing this feature is an IP54 rating for dust and splash resistant as well as military-grade shock resistance. It features a 5-megapixel selfie camera and a punch hole notch on the front. At the back, there is an 8-megapixel primary camera. Regarding a battery, it features a 5,100 mAh unit and impressive 45 watts fast charging. As is typical for phones in this category, it includes a side-mounted fingerprint sensor and a 3.5mm headphone jack. The Oppo A5i retails for 4,699 pesos. Coming from Oppo's sister brand, we have the Realme C71. Even though the suggested retail price is 5,499 pesos, buyers can usually find this at a lower price. As of now, the Realme C71 4GB plus 64GB variant is priced at 4,999 pesos on Shopee. For the cost, you receive a Unisoc T7250 chip running Realme UI 6.0 based on Android 15 right out of the box. It features a 6.67-inch HD Plus IPS LCD display with a punch hole notch for a 50-megapixel selfie camera and boasts a smooth 120Hz refresh rate. The phone features a 50-megapixel rear main camera and a substantial 6,300 mAh battery with 45 watts charging capabilities. Similar to the Oppo A5i, the Realme C71 features military-grade shock resistance and IP54 rated protection against water and dust. Strangely, there's another C71 model, but this one is from Poco. The Poco C71 ranks among, if not as one of the largest phones in this list. It features a sizable 6.88-inch HD Plus IPS LCD display with a fluid 120Hz refresh rate and a dewdrop notch that contains an 8-megapixel front-facing camera. The Poco C71 is also powered by the same Unisoc T7250 and runs Android 15 with Xiaomi HyperOS overlay out of the box. There are two configurations available, 3GB plus 64GB and 4GB plus 128GB with an expandable storage. It features a 32-megapixel main camera at the back, and the battery has a capacity of 5,200 mAh and supports 15 watts charging. Additionally, the phone has an IP64 rating for dust and splash resistance. The starting price of the Poco C71 is 3,699 pesos for the 64GB version and 4,499 pesos for the 128GB variant. Another model from Xiaomi is the Redmi A5, which bears a striking resemblance to the Poco C71 in terms of appearance and features. It features the same 6.88-inch HD Plus IPS LCD 120Hz display, the same Unisoc T7250 processor running Xiaomi HyperOS based on Android 15, and the same storage options. The punch hole notch is the same, containing the identical 8-megapixel selfie camera. What about the rear camera? It's also a main sensor with 32 megapixel. Its battery, oddly enough, is identical as well, with a capacity of 5,200 mAh and a charging rate of 15 watts. The Redmi A5 goes slightly cheaper with retail prices of 3,599 pesos and 4,099 pesos for the 64GB and 128GB models respectively. Next, we present the Itel Power70 from Itel. This phone is powered by the MediaTek Helio G50 Ultimate chip featuring 4GB of RAM and 128GB of expandable storage. It comes with Android 14 pre-installed along with Itel OS 14.5. Its 6.67-inch HD Plus IPS LCD display boasts a 120Hz refresh rate and features a punch hole notch that accommodates an 8-megapixel front-facing camera. It features a 13-megapixel rear camera and a large 6,000 mAh battery with 18 watts charging capability. The Itel Power70 costs 4,899 pesos. Following this item on the list is the Honor X X5B Plus. This phone is equipped with a MediaTek Helio G36 chipset along with 4GB of RAM and 128GB of expandable storage. It runs Magic OS 8.0 on top of Android 14. The device features a 6.56-inch HD Plus TFT LCD screen with a maximum refresh rate of 90Hz, and it includes a water drop notch that houses a 5-megapixel front camera. The rear camera is of reasonable quality and has a 50-megapixel sensor. In terms of battery, it features a 5200 mAh unit and charges at 10 watts. However, it lacks shock, dust, or splash resistance ratings unlike its pricier counterparts such as the Honor X9C. The price of the Honor X5B Plus is 4,999 pesos. Now, there's actually a regular Honor X5B with the key differences being the cameras and battery capacity. While the standard X5B has a main sensor with 13 megapixel, the Plus version is equipped with a camera boasting 15 megapixels. The battery of this device, which has a capacity of 5100 mAh, is somewhat smaller than the Plus's 5200 mAh battery. The other features are identical. A 6.56-inch HD Plus TFT LCD display paired with a 5-megapixel front-facing camera, a MediaTek Helio G36 processor with 4GB of RAM and 64GB of expandable storage, and charging at 10 watts. Next, there's the Vivo Y04. It features the Unisoc P7225 chipset and comes in 64GB and 128GB variants with 4GB of RAM and expandable storage. Regarding the software, it operates on Android 14 with a FunTouch OS 14 skin. When you turn it around, you'll be met with a 6.74-inch HD Plus IPS LCD display that has a maximum refresh rate of 90Hz. You'll also see the dewdrop notch housing a 5-megapixel front-facing camera. At the back, there's a dual camera arrangement featuring a 13-megapixel primary camera and an additional lens. With a capacity of 5500 mAh, the battery is combined with 15 watts of charging. The phone's build quality is robust, featuring the military-grade shocks resistance and IP64 dust and splash protection. For the 64GB variant, the starting price of the Vivo Y04 is 4,699 pesos. The penultimate item on the list is ZTE's Nubia V70 Max. Like the name indicates, it boasts the biggest screen among them all. A 6.9-inch HD Plus IPS LCD panel operating at a fluid 120Hz refresh rate. At the front, it features a dewdrop notch that houses an 8-megapixel selfie camera. The rear camera island appears to be a bit over the top, featuring what seems like 4 lenses. With 6GB of RAM and 128GB of expandable storage, the phone is powered by the Unisoc Tiger T606 chip. Its battery is also quite substantial, with a capacity of 6000 mAh and a charging rate of 22.5 watts. Additionally, it is rated IP54 for protection against dust and splashes. The Nubia V70 Max retails for 4,699 pesos. And that's our list. Will you be getting one soon? Which model do you believe provides the best value for money within this price range, or more specifically, the budget segment? Share your thoughts with us in the comment section below. If you find this video informative, please hit that like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and hit that bell icon to keep you posted. Follow us on our socials and visit yugatech.com for the latest tech news. Again, this has been Earl, and see you on the next one. Bye!